Greetings, fellow glitchlings. My name is Oddboy Glitch. So, looking back at the video and my Q&A, of course, that just happened, I am so sorry. I didn't mean this. I really didn't. But I have ignored 2 questions. Well, I would think it's more of this thing's fault, really, because it didn't show me all the questions. So I decided that I'm making a separate video to answer these last 2 questions for you guys. Okay, so the true last question from 251 GNR of Rock 93 is, how is burrito power going? Well, you see, that one really stuck with me for a little bit. Like, what do you mean by that? You mean me specifically, or do you mean like the catchphrase burrito power? Well, I'm going to answer both of them as if they were directed, so I have an answer for both of them anyway. So anyways, how am I going specifically? I'm fine. I mean, don't really like my job over, but other than that, I'm fine. I still love making videos, and I'll still continue, like always. And as for the catchphrase, for me, it's been slowly dying out, really. I mean, burrito power will always live on, of course. It's hell, my good buddy made a shirt out of it, and I gotta say, it's one of my most favorite shirts that I wear even today. So, yeah. Get burrito power shirts. They're real. You don't believe me? Don't believe me? Go to Junior 24's channel. He made him. He really did. Guy's got talent. I'll give him that. He's got talent. Okay. As for the catchphrase, as I said before, it kind of really died out with me. I stopped saying it, because, I mean, maybe, it's like one of those things, like when you grow older and you kind of you're more like aware of what's getting old and what's not getting old. Burrito power for me got old, because burrito power, I will admit, yeah, it's a good catchphrase. I liked it, but as keep saying it over and over again, it gets kind of old. So for me, I mean, if you were to walk up to me on the streets and say burrito power to me, I would basically say, oh, so you do know me somewhere, You do know me somewhere else besides the streets of Lockport. Anyways. So, yeah. So I answered both of yours. Okay. So, the other one that I accidentally overlooked, and I mean this, I'm not putting air quotes over that at all, I mean it, I accidentally overlooked it. I didn't mean to ignore it, but I did. I'm sorry. So, how me and Nitro met? Well, to be honest with you, at high school, really. Over at high school, it was not till I actually made a YouTube channel all the way back then. If you saw my, my anniversary video, for where I truly started, I truly started at March 3rd. You know, March 3rd of 2000, like, 14, right? 2012, I think I had started. Yeah, 2012 I started. Yeah. My friend, my other friend, was supposed to be, the star of the show. Don't worry, it leads up to how I met him. Don't worry. I know, but it leads up to it. Trust me. So my friend, my other friend was supposed to be the star of the show because that was when I was, a little too shy to get in front of the camera. So I agreed to be the cameraman. So I always, every time it was camera time, I always hit the lips and stuff like that, and just kind of record. Stuff like that, because I was a little nervous being in front of the camera, so stuff like that. So the star of the show was the other friend, and we were going to do things like nasty mixtures and other stuff like that, but what wound up happening down the road was, after a few days, videos later, we've been doing, he moved to Buffalo and stuff like that, so I was left to be the star of the show, This, of course, in the middle of all that was where I've met Junior Nacho 24. So me and him, I thought this was going to be, like, knowing me, because, I'm always doubtful of myself. I always thought, like, this friendship's not going to last, because, he, not to mention he would always be surrounded by, people that seemed like jerks, and I'll be like, because I'm more of a, I'm very silent when it comes to, seeing people like, this was back then when I was silent with people, I was, like, very silent because I didn't know anybody, and not to mention I didn't have a lot of friends back then either, so still don't. I like to clarify, still don't, but it's only because half of them moved away, but life, anyways. So what really hit us off was the fact that we started talking video games, and the one part, that I thought would hit it, I thought would permanently keep us where we were at, was that we both knew who Crash Bandicoot was. Because, I grew up with Crash Bandicoot as well, but what kind of set it off into, back into, oh my god, this isn't gonna last, was the fact that he said he didn't like Wrath of Cortex, so I was like, damn it, So, but, I also, like, mentioned that, I have a channel too, and kind of went off about that, and then after that we were appearing in, I was appearing more and more on his channel more than he was appearing in mine, because mine was just a bunch of random shit, back then, so not a lot of things were interesting. But I would always be in his videos back then. I also went through a few name changes. I wasn't always Oddboy Glitch, I was Sir Oddboy, then I was Oddboy Stones, actually. Then I was Sir Oddboy, because I got into the whole, because PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale came out, and Sir Daniel Fortescue was the character that I like the Sir in front of the name, so I thought Sir Oddboy would be a good character, so, You know, I thought it was a very unique name, and I kept it for a while, but, you know, then it kind of changed over to Odd Boy Stones, and then, you know, then I was writing a few things down in high school, and people, I had ideas like Odd Boy Bones, Odd Boy this, Odd Boy that, and then, you know, the one that stuck with me the most was Glitch, so that stuck with me for a while till I decided to peace out from YouTube for a while, for a long while, then reborn my channel like a phoenix, and there we are. You know, I was still in his videos even after, you know, even when, you know, I was off the whole YouTube thing. But, yeah, after, basically, now I'm getting off topic. back to the friendship thing. The friendship, I guess, you know, wound up going pretty well. You know? To be honest with you, in my side, I thought it wouldn't last. Because I thought this was going to be another one of those friendships where, you know, it's just, it's not real. You know, it's... Because, trust me, I've had fake friendships before. You know, like this one, like, I just thought, you know, it's not real. You know, it's fake. You know, it's just temporary, I guess you could say. Using me, basically, as an emotional footstool, basically, is what I've been trying to say. You know, what I mean by that is that, meaning, like, getting him through high school was basically all what my purpose was going to be. Was because apparently that's all I am to... That's what I feel like I was to all my other friends. You know, just emotional footstool. You know, just getting you through high school, then after high school is done, that's it. I'm just not your friend anymore. You know. So, yeah. At least some of them I knew were good friends. I knew some of them are. What I didn't know. Stop using the word "knew." What I didn't know was that I didn't know our friendship would still last even this long, even after high school. So this one really was, you know, an actual friendship for me. And I like it. And I hope to continue the friendship even in the future. So, there you go, Mandy. That is your answer. Long-winded, extremely long-winded, but it was a damn answer. Okay. I love all my viewers. Okay, I love you all very much. Okay. Don't worry. The long-winded thing, I'm just going to say this, the long-winded thing had nothing to do with any emotional things that are happening right now in my life. There's nothing happening. It's just, that's exactly how I saw what this friendship was going to be at first. You know, just temporary, but I was wrong. He proved me wrong. I thought it was going to be temporary, but it wasn't. Anyways, leave a like down below if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you have subscribed to the channel, or you just did, make sure to ring the bell so you can keep up to date with everything, with every single video and live stream. Can't talk today. My Glitchling Army Discord server will be in the description down below, along with my Twitch link, so you can so you can see what I've been up to on Twitch. And make sure to follow me on Twitch so you can keep up to date to every single, you know, Twitch exclusive that's going to be on there, because I am doing those things. Like Fruit Ninja VR. That was a Twitch exclusive. It's not going to happen on YouTube. Oh no. Trust me. It's not going to happen. So, make sure to follow me over there too. Keep up to date. Anyways, enough of that being said. If you already know what I say at the end of every video, I suggest you say it with me now. If you are in study hall, though, be sure to say it quietly. I don't want to get you in trouble, please. Alright? But remember this, okay? I don't want just you, but I want everybody to stay glitchy, everyone.
It's you, it's me, it's them, it's everyone. They trick our minds to get what they want. We're so sick of being used. We'll be no product for you. For me, for them, for anyone who tricks my minds to get what they want. 'Cause I'm so